For the best price, click the link in the description. You're considering the NutriBullet Pro 1000 for your blending needs, but before you make that purchase, listen up. I'm about to share some surprising insights that might just change your mind. But here's what surprised me: despite its sleek design and powerful motor, this blender has more cons than pros. Therefore, I want to warn you. Be careful not to fall for the hype. I recently got my hands on the NutriBullet Pro 1000, and after putting it through rigorous testing, I'm left with a mix of emotions. On one hand, it's an attractive machine that's sure to catch your eye, but on the other hand, its performance was far from impressive. One of the main promises made by the manufacturer is that this blender can handle even the toughest ingredients with ease. However, during my testing, I found that it struggled with tougher items like frozen fruit and thick protein powder. Therefore, if you're planning to use it for heavy-duty blending, think twice. But what about its speed? Can it really deliver on its promise of fast blending times? Unfortunately, the answer is no. In comparison to other high-end blenders on the market, the NutriBullet Pro 1000 speed is mediocre at best. So why is this blender still selling so well despite these issues? Well, I believe it's because of its attractive price point and sleek design. But let me ask you, are those really worth the hassle? Now that we've got your attention, let's dive deeper into my testing experience with the NutriBullet Pro 1000. During my testing, I put this blender through a series of rigorous tests to see how it handled various ingredients. The results were mixed, to say the least. While it performed admirably with softer items like leafy greens and fruit, it struggled with tougher ingredients like frozen fruit and thick protein powder. One thing that did impress me was its cleaning process. With just a quick rinse under warm water, the blender was spotless. However, this convenience comes at a cost. The design of the NutriBullet Pro 1000 is such that small particles can easily get stuck in the crevices, making it a nightmare to clean. I also noticed some issues with the design of the machine itself. The blades are not as sharp as I would have liked, and the motor can become quite loud when blending thicker ingredients. This noise was particularly annoying during my testing, especially since I had to use ear protection just to be able to hear myself think. In addition to these issues, I also noticed some problems with the user manual that came with the blender. While it's well written and informative, there are a few crucial steps missing from the process that left me scratching my head. As you can see, this blender is not without its problems. Therefore, before you make that purchase, ask yourself, is the convenience of using the NutriBullet Pro 1000 really worth the hassle? Now let's talk about some potential solutions to these issues. The first thing I would recommend is investing in a good quality cleaning brush. It'll save you time and effort in the long run. Additionally, consider purchasing a separate container for your frozen fruit and protein powder to avoid any potential blockages. But even with these precautions, I still wouldn't recommend this blender to anyone who's serious about heavy-duty blending. If that's what you're after, there are far better options available on the market. So is the NutriBullet Pro 1000 worth it? In my opinion, no. While it looks great and has some nice features, its performance just wasn't up to par. But hey, everyone's needs are different. Maybe this blender will suit your requirements perfectly. In conclusion, before you shell out your hard-earned cash on the NutriBullet Pro 1000, do your research. Read reviews from other users, check the specs and features, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Trust me, it'll save you a world of hassle in the long run. And if you're still unsure about which blender is right for you, take my advice. Invest in something that's built to last and can handle heavy-duty blending tasks with ease. Your wallet and your sanity will thank you. For the best price, click the link in the description.